It didn't go.
Yeah, it is. Should trash Wi-Fi.
My Wi-Fi is super duper trash, man. I'm froze on my end. All I see is a big froze face of Tate. This is garbage. We out there playing like the damn Pittsburgh Steelers play today. Super trash. Super trash. Tate, I'm so pissed. It's dog. How are we gonna have 5 turnovers and be up by a touchdown? This makes absolutely no sense, bro.
I think that's the thing, man. Today is about and TJ eating today too, and I cut him on my fancy team.
I tried to pick him up. Somebody swooped him, dog.
Did they?
I tried to get him, and somebody got him, man.
See, that's what happens when you get hyperbolic like you do, man.
Well, they out there playing trash. I don't give a damn. They playing super trash.
Hey, man, so you think, man, the NFL was tough, man. Let me say that first.
Yeah, it is, man.
The Browns hang with Green Bay. Jacksonville and Houston is a close game. This was a close game. Philly trying to come back on the Rams.
Bro, this shouldn't have been no close game, dog. This should not have been no damn close game, dog. Dog, we 5 turnovers and we up 7?
Well, that's what I'm getting at, man. Today is a product of the offense not playing as well as it should have. The defense did what Pittsburgh defense do. Bend, don't break, cause turnovers. That's the Steelers' defensive ideology.
I agree with that. Like as far as a grade is concerned, if even without watching no film and all whatever else, I'm telling you flat out, the defense is going to get an A. Across the board, maybe not the linebackers, but the DBs and the defensive line is going to get an A. But the offense is going to get a super F. The offensive line is trash, man. The offensive line, oh my God, dog. And I'm pissed at Arthur Smith too. Because, dog, okay, you went to the seam route one time. It was wide open. It was a huge catch. You never came back to it. They never went back to the seam routes. And they can't block. Man, we got troubles in that offensive line with the ability to block, bro. We got troubles in that old line, bro. We got troubles. They can't block. If they could have blocked halfway decent, Jaylen Warren would have had about 130 yards rushing. Because they tried to establish the run. They just couldn't do it. And I'm going to tell you something else. Jones had the best game out of all linemen. And he had 3 horrible series. And he still had the best out of all linemen. Jones played outside of 3 series. He's played good, bro. 3 series. Let me acknowledge everybody in the chat, man. If I can get my big trash internet to move. Hell no, I can't do no internet. Craig, J. Steve, Juice Bellamy, Gavin Anthony. I done seen some other people over there too, man, but my internet is going super slow right now, y'all. I got to apologize. Ronald Blake over there, Steeler Lee, Pickens, you big dummy. Man, we got some people in here, man. We up to about 57 people watching this live. Y'all help us get to 100 people watching this live, man. For the post-game show, the 2-minute warning. This is ridiculous. Look at Tomlin with his arms up talking about, yeah. Vrabel threw off his damn headset. He mad as hell. Watt out there ate, man. He ate, bro. The defense saved us. The defense totally saved us, bro, for a 21-14 win. 21-14. 5.
Go ahead. What are you saying?
5 turnovers. 5 turnovers. And how many sacks they had? 5?
I think 5.
5 sacks, 5 turnovers, and you win by 7. That is ridiculous, man.
But that's on the offense, Big G. The defense did what they're supposed to do. I mean, we can't complain every week. They got to win. The defense played better. I've seen a lot of things that I thought looked like it's getting better. I think when Echols played a great game, but it was a part of the game earlier. Your boy Pierre was on the field getting big toasted, right?
Did you see it, Tate? Oh my God, dog! I swear I was at the restaurant. It was my nephew's birthday, and I seen 42 out there on the field. Oh my God, I started throwing shit at the restaurant. I swear I was throwing cups and stuff, kicking stuff over, knocking stuff over. My wife was like, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "They got big trash James Pierre out there on the field. What is he doing out there on the field? He should never be. James Pierre should never, ever, ever be on the field for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Tate. Never, ever, ever. Shannon texts me talking about he's good in zone. He's trash in zone. He's trash.
That's what injury will do to you. I mean, Slay had to go out for a little bit. He got hurt. Porter already ain't playing. Echols played a hell of a game. So I'm just saying, imagine when Porter get back and number 42 is now number 26 out there. Imagine when Deshaun Elliott get back and then you're not bringing in Thornhill and you get more time with Julius Peppers back there.
Peppers had a hell of a game, Tate. Peppers was out there balling. Yeah, Peppers was out there balling, dog. Peppers was out there balling. So with him, I'm not pissed at the defense. I'm telling you, the only position that might not, in my pre-ratings, the only position that might not get an A is the linebackers. They might not. After I watched the tape, they might move their way to an A, but I think right now they're at a B. But the defensive line and the DBs, they get an A. They get an A, bro. I'm telling you, without even watching no film, I'm telling you they're going to get an A. But the offensive line, F minus. F minus, trash. What the hell? I mean, whatever kind of diabolical acronym you want to put on them, the offensive line is horrible. They're horrible, Tate. They're freaking horrible.
Boxing Men said the Patriots still move the ball well, ugly game.
True.
Was trash. Steelers defense was trash today.
No, who said they was the defense was never trash today? That's not facts.
Boxing Man, yeah, it's really not fact because, like I said already, the defense did what the Steelers defense does. They play the bend, don't break, hold you to 3, not 7, force turnovers, get the ball. They did what they do. Not to mention the fact they was out there for a majority of the plays because the offense couldn't move the ball and keep them off the field.
Tate, I want to say that
that's really what we're talking about.
I want to say it was 70-something plays to 30-something plays, maybe 40-something plays for the Steelers. I think the time of possession, I got to look it up. I bet you the time of possession was at least 10 minutes the other way. The Patriots had the ball forever. Yeah, they had the ball forever, Tate. I'm talking about forever. The defense was actually tired. And it was super. Yeah,
the
tired.
Defense did not break, caused 2 turnovers down in the end zone. Cam Hayward, you can't say New England did. Cam Hayward deflected a pass, was intercepted. Cam Hayward forced a fumble that was recovered. I mean, facts. The defense did what the defense was supposed to do. Now,
that's facts.
Ball, I feel like Pittsburgh never really leads in yardage per game defensively. They typically, when they're good, they're holding teams down to scoring. Last year, I believe they was like second or third under right at 20 a game. They held people to, and they led the league in turnovers. So
that's what splash plays. Splash plays.
Chat from Steeler Lee.
I see it, man. Steeler Lee said, "Yeah, get his ass." But you know what though, man? I ain't pissed at Steeler. I ain't pissed at moves like that, bro. I'm more pissed at. Am I froze, Tate?
No, you good.
Yeah, I'm froze on my end. I'm more pissed at the fact of how he was utilized by Arthur Smith from the game plan. Arthur Smith, he had that one seam route, and I was like, okay, Arthur Smith done saw something. He never went back to it, bro. He never, ever, ever went back to it. Never went back to it. Bigfoot Bob, that's facts.
It's people like Boxing Man right here. Pats beat themselves. I just explained how the Steelers forced all them turnovers, but you said they beat themselves. Some Steeler fans can never be happy. Now you should be happy about this. You should be satisfied. Things are getting better. And they're going to get healthy. Imagine Highsmith out there, Joey Porter Jr. out there, Elliott out there. Things are going to look different. The defense played well today. They forced 5 turnovers, have 5 sacks. I mean, come on, man.
The time of possession was 33-20 Pats, 26-40 Steelers. So they had time of possession almost 7 minutes more, Tate. Almost 7 minutes more time of possession. The defense was exhausted. The defense was exhausted, flat out exhausted, because the Steelers couldn't put together a drive. The Pats had 26 first downs. 26, man. They was exhausted. Yeah, they was exhausted.
Before the half, they was moving the ball. And, the Steelers slowed them, made them drive it. And then that's the objective of the defense. Make them drive, make them make a mistake. Mm-hmm. And the Pats made those mistakes. The Steelers helped force them. But that's what happened.
Yeah. The pass was 4 or 5 on deep. What's up, Danny Little John Tate? We got another super chat. You got to click him, dog, because my internet being big trash. Danny Little John for the 199. He said, Cam Hayward and Peppers saved the still. Hey, Jabril Peppers is a starter. From now on, Peppers starts every freaking game, bro. I'm talking about even when Elliott gets back, Peppers is a starter. Them is our safeties.
I think the fact that Jabril Peppers can play free, you do put both of them in. And then you got some solid veteran backups in Thornhill and Chuck Clark.
Mm-hmm. Chuck Clark didn't play trash. He didn't play trash. He dropped
the interception, though. He dropped the interception.
He did, but he didn't play bad, though, bro. He did. Listen, I'm telling you right now, when I haven't watched the film, I watched it in real time, just like all the fans, all the Yenzies out there rocking with us right now. And I'm telling you right now, the defense, the linebackers might not get an A. But the defensive line and the DBs is going to get an A grade from me. I'm telling you right now. They're going to get a flat-out A grade, flat-out A, because they did exactly what they had to do. The deal is that our offense couldn't sustain a drive, and the defense was exhausted. They was tired, bro.
I agree with that, Big G. I agree completely with that. And, during the week, me and you don't agree on a whole bunch.
No, we don't. We don't. I'm happy we got the dub. Tate, I feel good about this. Anytime we get a dub, I feel good about a dub. But the issue is our offense played like shit. There's no other way to say it. They played like trash, bruh. 5 turnovers, we should add at least 28 points. At least 28.
See, this is why I call you hyperbolic, man. I had this just for you, man.
What?
So what?
What?
What'd you say about the offensive line?
They trash.
Okay.
They horrible.
I want you to read this comment.
Oh, did I send out today?
Read that.
That was the bless on the first drive. That was I sent that at 1:15. On the first drive, that was the best blocking I seen out of them all year. But after that first drive, they was super trash. They was super duper trash, Tate. They went from possibly getting an A all the way to a Z minus. That's how trash they was, bro. They was trash, super trash.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the pregame aspect of it. I just play the intro real quick, Big G. Everybody, if you watching, stay with us. We're not going anywhere. Just gonna play the intro and come back and break down the game as we see it over here. Be right back with you.
21-14, Tate. 21-14.
Pittsburgh Steelers gets the win. Hey, Big G.
Mm.
Look like the Rams grade beat Philly by a field goal here.
Yep.
It looked like the Browns, we know about their big trash kicker, look like they could get a win too.
The Browns suck.
I'm just saying, look like they get a win against Green Bay, who
they could.
I had as a top 2 or 3 team in the NFL last week.
Yeah, this is one of them diabolical Sundays, dog. Cause I'm telling you, it's one of them Sundays that get your pressure jumping off, bro. And listen, I saw a comment. I don't know who said up there. They said that the Steelers, where is that? We said we're a struggling team, not a bag team. Poor offensive coordination in place. I don't know about no poor offensive coordination, man.
Yeah, I think Smith called a good game.
Yeah, no,
for the most part. For the most part.
Yeah, the issue was the offensive line couldn't execute to save their life. The offensive line couldn't execute. And I'm going to Tate, Shannon will be mad as hell. But you know who was out there playing big trash too on that offensive line? Zach Frazier. He was a dog. He looked trash. I watched him for a whole quarter.
The Browns for the W against the Green Bay Packers.
This is a diabolical Sunday. This is a diabolical Sunday. The Browns got a dub off the snide.
Browns got a dub
off the snide
against the Packers.
Yeah. Hey, listen. I saw Aaron Rodgers cussing Zach Frazier out going to the sideline. I saw it with my own eyes. I saw him cussing him out. He was going off. I was like, Zach Frazier, you out there playing trash. You're supposed to be the best offensive lineman out there. You out there getting killed. You out there getting killed, man.
It was Flacco after.
Yeah. They're out there getting killed.
Oh, Philly blocked the punt, blocked the field goal.
Oh, get him out of here. Get Cleveland.
And Jordan Davis returned it for a touchdown.
That's the Browns is exactly where they're supposed to be. 0-3. They're supposed to be in the basement.
No. The Browns won. I'm talking about Philly blocked the Rams field goal kick.
Oh, the Philly won. Philly won then.
Philly won. Yeah, and they
get the Rams out of here. Get them out.
Touchdown.
Yeah, get the Rams out of here. But it's a diabolical Sunday, dog. It's a diabolical Sunday, man. Bro, listen, man. Talking about the game with the Steelers, man.
Let me know if a super chat come up. I'm on another screen.
Yeah, I got you. Talking about the game with the Steelers, man. I mean, and all realistically, I got to take my emotions and feelings out of it. We're 2-1, first place in the division right now. 2-1. I agree with you in totality that the defense looked a whole lot better than they've looked. This is the best the defense have looked since we started the season. Some of that was about and the injuries, guys returning. Now, in all fairness, I saw Keanu Benton out there shooting his normal and getting killed again. Keanu Benton cannot be a nose tackle. He's got to be a 5 technique because our defensive line played astronomically better when the front three was Harmon, Black, and Hayward. Matter of fact, the reason why Hayward made all the plays that he made today, Tate, because they had him in the right position. Yes, they had him in the right, and Black was getting pushed in the middle, bro. When they put Black in at nose, because they switched Harmon and Black in and out at nose. When they put Harmon in and Black and Harmon in at nose, and had Cam in the 5 technique to the wide side, because he played the wide side most of the time. That's where he tipped the ball and got the interception in the end zone. And when he punched it out, his big plays were right there because we had the defensive line that supported him, bro. That to me, that was refreshing because Keanu cannot play nose, bro.
That and that could be a legit coaching adjustment. I mean, maybe just like we saw Holcomb today, and Holcomb got beat when they passed on first down a couple times. He got beat, but he was in there to help sustain against the run, and that was a big factor, I think. And I think the same thing can be said maybe about Y.A. Black. Maybe you put him in on early downs, and then you bring Benton in when it's time to rush the passer.
Well, Black and Holcomb started. Black, Holcomb, and Peppers started the game. On the first series, it was Black, Holcomb, and Peppers. Those were the 3. They were all in as starters.
Black,
Holcomb started, and Peyton Wilson came in the game after Holcomb. Peppers started at safety, and Black started at the outside defensive end. They had Keanu Benton at the nose. And I said, man, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So, but as the game, Peyton Wilson played. Later on, he got in the rotation because you saw him recover a fumble. He had a couple of pretty good plays, right? And
I think so.
But the defensive line played well. But Keanu Benton cannot play the nose. He can't. Tyrone, I'm with you, bro. I'll take the dub. But damn, our defense can't. Time of possession can't be 7 minutes. Do you know that the Patriots had 3 drives that was 15 plays and more and did get no points out of it, Tate? They had 3 drives that was 15 plays or more and didn't get no points out of it. 0 points.
That's that bend but don't break.
Yeah, but I think they're going to move past that bend and don't break. I think they're going to move to where they start to become ultra aggressive as we get guys back. I think Joey Porter Jr. plays this week, right? And I think Elliott's back the first week after the bye. And I can see Highsmith being back too, the first week after the bye. So yeah. I mean that's going to make a whole lot of difference with the defense moving forward. A whole lot of difference. But it doesn't matter if we don't fix the offensive line, bro. And I don't know. Listen, did you see on the first series when Anderson was in there? Spencer Anderson was in there on the first series.
For who?
I saw him. What's his name? Siamalu. Spencer Anderson was in there. I saw 74 in the game. I was like, what is he doing? And I was like, okay. Now, Siamalu eventually subbed him when they got close to score.
Anderson was in at tackle?
He was in at guard.
Well, you said he was in for Siamalu. Oh, Siamalu. I was thinking 5
Yeah, he was in that guard. Guard. I saw him. And I was like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. And Rodgers tried to reward Washington on the first series. Washington definitely got pass interference in the goal line. I mean, and then they eventually scored the touchdown. But that was a touchdown for Washington, right? When he got the PI in the end zone, that was a touchdown. Hey, man, they said during the game that Mount Washington is 325 pounds. Bro, if he's 6'7", 325, dog, he's a tackle. He's an offensive tackle.
The Jets just got a defensive touchdown and went up 27-26 against the Bucks. Diabolical Sunday for real, Big G.
I told you it's a diabolical Sunday, man. It's unbelievable.
Let's pull up the stats from the game real quick. I just got to
go ahead, pull them
up. Go ahead and break.
That's horrible.
Down, whatever you want to break down.
368 total yards versus 202. 368, dog. Our defense was exhausted.
Yeah.
Our defense was exhausted, bro. They was exhausted. 71 total plays to 49. That means in the third quarter and half through the fourth, we couldn't sustain a drive. Because at halftime, we were up as far as plays, total plays. We punted the ball. They only punted the ball one time, Tate, for the whole freaking game. They punted the ball once. One time. Our defense was exhausted. They were exhausted. That time of possession is what I ticker. Boxing, man, I don't agree with you, dog. The defense didn't get smoked. They were out there too damn long. They was out there entirely too damn long, bro.
And they forced turnovers. I mean, come on, man.
Right.
I keep saying this is without JPJ, without Highsmith, without Elliott, and with Harmon coming his first game back. Ever. Yeah. First game ever.
Yeah.
I'm not really worried about the defense. And I'm kind of like the people that say, oh, they sucked or this or that. These are the people that will never be happy.
Correct. Well, the deal was this. On 3 of the turnovers, it was a 3 and out by the offense the next time. So on 3 of the turnovers, our offense got the ball, and it was a 3 and out, and we punted it right back to them. So the turnover didn't have impact on the game. The first turnover did because they scored. You see what I'm saying? But then now you get 3 turnovers in a row by the defense. The defense did their job twice on the goal line. But out of those 4 turnovers, 1 ended the half, 1 on the goal line, and it was a 3 and out, and the other 2 were 3 and outs. So even though they got the turnovers, it didn't impact the game like it was supposed to. Because Tate, those are supposed to be momentum swings. When you get the ball, it should be a momentum swing for you to put points on the board. They went 3 and out, 3 out of those 5 turnovers. They went 3 and out. Yeah. They didn't do nothing.
And I really thought when they got the first turnover, went up 7-0, they were 14-0. I'm thinking like, oh, we gonna really look good today.
Yeah.
And then it just got ugly. Second quarter started, got ugly from there.
Yeah, because the offensive line did not allow the Steelers to sustain drives. Agreed. The offensive line did not. They were horrible. I'm telling you right now, they're gonna get an F- right off the back. I ain't watched the film, and I know F-. And Zach Frazier looked the worst. Zach Frazier looked the worst out of all the offensive linemen. Without me watching the film, Zach Frazier looked the worst.
Who's Zach Frazier was going against in that defense? Was that Barrymore?
Yep, Barrymore. But the problem, like I said, the problem is that they refuse to change from a schematic standpoint how to attack opposing defenses. Like Arthur Smith's dialing it up, but Pat Meyer ain't doing what he needs to do from an offensive line standpoint, bro. He's not coaching these dudes to be able to do what they need to do, bro. He's not coaching them, bro. Not because the struggles continue week to week to week, and it's starting to get to the point where I'm worried about Troy Fautanu. I'm starting to get worried about him, bro, because his technique sucks, Tate. His technique is freaking horrible.
Well, it's like you and Shannon probably said on Pump Your Brakes. It's probably a product of being taught wrong now. I mean, because he had excellent technique coming out the combine, the draft, all the way up until recently. Excellent technique. So if it's something Pat Myers is teaching that's really messing these guys up, I mean, maybe we need to look at something there. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I thought Arthur Smith called a good game. I thought, I mean, again, to me, this was on the players. I mean, Jonnu Smith, you can't fumble that ball. I mean, it didn't cost him. You can't fumble that ball.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
That's total facts.
What's some of the other?
But it shouldn't have been that close, Tate, to where that turnover cost us. It shouldn't have been. Well, he didn't turn it over. The ball went out of bounds. So thank God we didn't lose it on that play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you can't fumble that ball.
Right. And that was diabolical where Rodgers threw that ball to Calvin Austin and threw the pick. That was horrible too. But he was on his back foot and he literally got killed. Like when you rewind the play and saw it, he got flipped over backwards because he had no time. And Tate, it was like 1002 and he was dumping it off. And I was like, oh my God, they can't block. They can't. It's the line, bro. It's the line. And I'm telling you, because listen, I've been dogging Jones out, bro. I've dogged Jones out. Jones had a better game than all the rest of the linemen.
Well, he's the best talent. I'm not saying he's the best player. I'm not saying he has the best technique because we know he don't. We know he's not. He's the best talent of the group. And sometimes when your coaching is bad, then you got to lean into your talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the fact that he's not being properly coached or groomed, the fact that he started on the right side for 2 years, now he's finally going to the left. His talent is just what's allowed him to be decent. Yeah. You know what I mean?
He had I counted 2 bad plays that Jones had literally on the same drive. But I, like I said, I got to see the film. I got to go back and watch the film to see what's what. But I counted 2. But I saw on a couple of the nice runs that Warren had, his technique and his effort and energy and blocking went well because he blocked through the whistle. He engaged with the player and blocked him through the whistle. Now, he wasn't playing against all-world defensive linemen and all like how he's been playing the last couple of weeks. Some of these guys on the Patriots are not Pro Bowlers. So that make a difference. But I saw the effort and I saw the willingness to stay engaged with the blocks out of Broderick that I usually don't see. Jason Hunnam. Is that how you say his last name, Tate? Yeah. Tate, you muted. He said if Broderick is having a good performance, that tells us our O-line is bad. That's facts. I'm telling you. Because Zach Frazier played horrible. Zach Frazier played trash today.
See, now, to me, there's a difference in bad and young. They're a talented group. They're high picks. Mason McCormick was a 4th-round pick. Probably not supposed to be playing this year. Maybe he was. He got thrown in there last year. I mean, sometimes we have to just, again, we check out Wednesday, pump your brakes. We got to pump our brakes on expectation. You got in. They got a week to try and get a little better. They got to win. Now we'll see how they look next week. All you want to do is go in stadiums and get wins. Yeah, we all want to see excellent performances and shutouts and 300-yard passing games, 150-yard rushing games. We all want to see that, but you can't have that every week. What you really want, the big prize, the big picture, you want a W. The Steelers got that today. Let's go home. Let's work on getting ready, going to Ireland, playing the Vikings, who kicked Cincinnati's ass today.
Flat
And I
out
don't want to hear no
facts.
Burrow because they both had backup quarterbacks.
Flat out facts.
And I told on the Pick Show that Brian Flores is going to dial it up against Browning.
Yeah, he killed him.
That's kind of what happened.
He flat out killed him. And now listen, Ronald Blake said, Ronald, he's talking about, he didn't think Arthur Smith called a good game. I don't know necessarily about that. Listen, bro. The issue was the lack of execution. It wasn't the fact that I'm telling you, he actually called some good plays, but the line didn't allow some of that stuff to develop. Now, and to be honest, Rodgers was holding the ball again. I'm telling you, I'm gonna catch about 3-4 plays where he was holding the ball again. But he's trying. You can tell he's trying to get DK Metcalf off, bro. You can really you can tell it. He's looking for Metcalf. Like when he snaps the ball, his first read damn near on every play is Metcalf. And I'm like I saw at least one play where Jonnu was running right up the seam, and like he's patting the ball looking for Metcalf to make a play, and Metcalf couldn't get open. And then he turned and dumped it to Waddle in the flat. You know, and I'm like, no, bro, you got to push the ball up the seams. You have to continue to try to push the ball up the seams because he's not doing it, Tate. Not like how we supposed to see him do it. He's not pushing it up the seams, bro. What I have to say, IMO, some good plays isn't the same as calling a good game. After I don't think he called a bad game. I really don't believe that. When you get 3 and so and let's look at this too, y'all. And it's the truth. Turnover, right? You got the ball. First play, penalty. Second play, loss of yards. You're in third down and whatever. They did that 3 times. It was either a flip-flop of a penalty. It was either a penalty or a loss of yards on the first or second down. Third, they were in third and long, 3 out of the 5 turnovers and just kicked it right back to them. That's lack of execution. Penalties is always lack of execution. That is not on the offensive coordinator. That means that the players are not doing what they're supposed to do, i.e. why they're creating penalties called on them. And those were momentum killers, Tate. Those were flat out momentum killers. You can't be third and long after a turnover. You can't.
No, I agree. And if you run it on first down, you can't have a 2 and 3 yard loss. And that's the O-line.
Correct.
You know, because when you start behind the sticks, that throws everything off. That throws the rhythm of the offense off. Because offensive play calling is rhythmic, right? I mean, you got a script, especially at the beginning of the game. You got this to follow up this that looks like this to run like that. Period. And when things don't go executed properly, especially in the first 2 series of the game, then stuff becomes disjointed. And therefore, you know, you lose 3 yards on 1st and 10, and now what you had set up for 2nd and 6, you can't call because now it's 2nd and 13.
Correct.
You know,
correct. Everything's off script. Everything's off script, right? And then, but like I said, they was losing 2 yards on like the first play, and then they messed around and got a penalty, and now it's 3rd and 17, 3rd and 18. Now they're in bailout. The defense is in bailout. They're either going to blitz or they're bailing out to keep you in front of the sticks to make you punt. That's what happened on 3 of the turnovers for the Steelers. They flipped. All they really did was just flip the field and stop them from scoring. That's all that happened. And then the Patriots would get it back and drive back down again. So they did not get what they were supposed to have gotten off of those 5 turnovers. We should have at minimum saw 16 points. And that's me getting 3 field goals. No, 12 is 12, 19 points. We should have got 19 points off of them 3 field goals. I mean, off of them 5 turnovers. We got 7. We left the whole
on the first one.
Correct. We got 7 points off 5 turnovers.
Went and you didn't score anything off of them.
Right. Well, the one at the end of the half, it was 7 seconds. They wasn't going to do nothing with that one. So you can take that.
Yeah, don't count that one on the offense, but the defense kept points off the board with that one.
Correct. The other 3, they got 0 points off of those turnovers. And on those three times they had the ball, they went 3 and out. They went 3 and out on all those other 3 times. They did not get a first down. What's Mark Stewart say? He said, "Hello, still a nation. I'm back. The pneumonia got me again, but God brought me home. G and Tate, hope you're well. This is actually the first game I got to see. And nation, this is not good."
Welcome back, Mark. First
of all, welcome back.
Glad you back, man. Thanks for rocking with us. Thanks for joining us. Shout out everybody. Dwayne McNair just jumped in. Athens over here. Ron Blake. But yeah, man. So go ahead. I'll let you address Mark's comments about the game.
Well, and Dwayne said that they didn't get beat on a crossing route. Yes, they did. They just ran shallow cross. They beat us. That's why Hunter Henry was out there killing our ass. They didn't run deep cross. They ran shallow cross. They beat us.
On that one touchdown, you just reminded there was a miscommunication. To me, it looked like it was on Peyton Wilson because Patrick Quinn came to him like, what happened? And the fact that Peyton Wilson is in there to be the cover linebacker makes me think that was Peyton Wilson that blew that because you're the cover guy. You're supposed to be covering. You're supposed to run with the tight end. That was right in the middle of the field. That touchdown was because of a busted coverage, not because the defense was bad. That was communication between Peyton Wilson and him not getting the doing the right thing.
Yeah, they ran, but so any of y'all that think that they didn't kill us with the crossing routes, they did. They ate our ass off the bone, but they ran shallow. They didn't because they don't have a home run threat. The Patriots do not have a guy that can beat us 25 to 30 yards off the line of scrimmage. Their only home run threat is the running back, Travion Henderson. That's the only home run threat they got. They don't have another guy that can flat out just beat you in a sprint, right? That's why you saw them try to execute with the short crosses, the shallow crosses, and they did because Hunter Henry killed us.
No diddy.
You got to chill.
We'll get to no diddy.
Whoever said they ate us off the bone.
That'd be but they killed us with them shallow cross. But Tate, and this is why I'm pissed about this too, bro. Bro, when teams start doing stuff to you, how you beat them is you do the same stuff to them. Like, because a lot of times that you counteract it by doing, why don't we run shallow crosses? We have great tight ends. Run shallow crosses with DK Metcalf and the tight ends. Run shallow crosses, and they refuse to do it, bro. I hate that damn step back hitch route where you just dump it out to the wide receiver and expect the wide receivers to make the block to spring the wide receiver. Or you run a tight end out to the drift, and you try to make sure that he gets basically a crackback block on the defensive back to free the tight end. I mean, to free the wide receiver on a route. I hate that, bro. I hate that, and I hate running the ball to the short side of the field. That is a useless play in football. You do not run a zone run or hell, even an inside trap to the short seam of the short side of the football field. They're useless plays. We ran that mess, and that's why we was getting stopped for negative yards. And I'm like, bro, I don't like that. I do not like Tate, the diabolical one. Just gave us a super chat for the $5, bro. The diabolical
in the building.
My nemesis, Claude Bishop for the 5. He said, I'm wondering when the Rooneys have had enough. Highest paid defense, second oldest defense, who can't get off the field. Clearly outcoached. No, Claude. Claude. Put his ass in the matrix. Put him in the matrix. I can't believe that. Put him in the matrix, Tate. Bye, Claude. That it wasn't on them, bro. That's matrix worthy right there, Claude. Even you gave us super chats, it's still matrix worthy. Claude, it wasn't on them like that, bro. It wasn't.
Well,
they was exhausted.
He obviously missed the first part of the show. Thanks for joining us, Claude. Thanks for coming here. Thanks for the super chat, bro. You know we appreciate you, Claude. You know we give you a hard time, but 85% of the time we don't agree with you. You know, Big G's been coming over on your side a little more, you know, but that's his nickname, 50-50. So he might be with you 50-50 now.
No, hell no, I ain't with no Claude, no 50-50. But the issue is, bro, is that that wasn't facts. That wasn't on our defense, bro. That wasn't on there. They was on the field entirely too long. 3 and outs means the defense goes on the field. They over there, oh, back out. I mean, they get like 4 breaths and they back out on the field. No. That's like football is, at last I checked, Tate, is complementary football. The offense has to complement the defense. The defense has to complement the offense. There was no complementary football being played today from an executional standpoint on the offense, based on the fact that the offensive line played like super dumpster fire. Super dumpster fire. They was out there horrible. Horrible, Tate. Horrible. What, Andre Green, Big G. Why don't the Steelers go down the field with receivers they have, Metcalf and Calvin Austin? Because they can't. Rodgers will get killed. You muted, Tate.
They don't have time.
Rodgers will get killed. He will get killed. He had 2 shots today. He took 2 shots. And on both of those shots he took downfield, they somersaulted his ass in the backfield, dog. I'm talking about they hit him so hard, they flipped him over and he rolled over on his head, and then they went to go try to pick him up. He don't have time. That's why they won't throw the ball down the field. He don't have time to throw it, bro. That's the deal. The deal, he don't have time to do it. And listen, Tate, when they did do it, they got PI on 2 out of the 3. They got PI. It was pass interference when he had time. 2 out of the 3. PI penalties.
So let's go ahead, Big G, and just go ahead and break down the grades real quick. We went over the game stats. We talked about the game from the end to now. Let's go ahead so we can get out of here and get ready. Everybody tap into the KnoItAllz at 6 o'clock. We're gonna have that show. But Big G, let's go grades. Let's start on the offense, and I'll pick who I think gonna get the worst grade first. How you grade the offensive line, Big G?
Z-. No, hell no. No, hell no. They get GTFOH. If you don't know what that is, Google it. GTFOH. I can't say it on air because the FCC will ban us. But that's their grade, Tate. GTFOH.
Get the F out of here.
Yeah, correct. Get them out of here. No grade, not even a Z-. GTFOH. That's their grade, Tate. GTFOH.
Okay. I give them a D-. We got the win, so they did enough to make that happen, to help that happen. I mean, the run game looked good the first quarter, and we got ahead the first quarter. So, I mean, if I'm going to grade them for the 3 quarters of terribleness, I got to give them some credit for at least being adequate in when the game at the start of the game. So I'm gonna give him a D-, though. That's low as I can go without giving an absolute F. So Big G, the running backs.
B+. But Atwell played a good ass game, bro. For his snaps, Atwell played well. He was out there blocking. He had good runs. Jaylen Warren is still the feature of the offense. B+.
I like the way they fed Jaylen Warren today. I do. The only thing I didn't like about that, because you know he's on my fantasy team, they let Gainwell come in and steal that 1-yard touchdown. That was my selfishness for my fantasy team. That was big.
That's bias. Garbage. That's big bias. That's what that is.
But I'm not giving a bad grade for that. I mean, they both on my fantasy team. Even I got Gainwell too. He's just on my bench.
Yeah.
But no, I think yeah, I got B+ sounds good, man. They were the most integral part of the offense. I mean, Warren's running, Warren's receiving. Warren probably had about 4 or 5 catches. He dropped 1.
Yeah.
I don't know that it went far, but
we can't expect him to be perfect on every play, bro.
That's true.
He's got probably a 70% efficiency rating with the offense as far as the game plan is concerned. He's touching the ball damn near as much as Aaron Rodgers. That's crazy. But that's just me, bro.
So yeah, B+ sounds good. Let's go to the receivers, Big G. The wide receivers.
You can't get mad because Calvin Austin and DK both got tutties, right? And it wasn't like they wasn't executing. They executed. So I give them a B-. B-. They both got tutties. This is without watching the film.
Yeah, no, I that sounds good too. I'll give them a solid B though, because I don't know where the minus come from because they did score both the touchdowns. They drew a couple of pass interference penalties. Mm-hmm. And DK, when Spillane got the interception, he was hustling like he did against Budda Baker to try and get back there and get the tackle. So
that is facts. That is facts.
I'm gonna just give him a regular solid B. Mm-hmm. But I think if the line protects better, there's more in the passing game for those receivers to have. Mm-hmm. You know, it's more food on that plate. I'll use that instead of yo analogy you use.
Stop that. You're trying to make me Mr. No Diddy. Come on now.
There's more food on that plate. But yeah, man. So the tight end room, Big G.
Well, hell, they're gonna get a passing grade just because I didn't hear Connor Hayward's name out there. So that's an automatic. Super Hayward was getting his Arthur Smith. Way to go. Way to finally figure it out that Connor Hayward's ass need to be standing on the sideline. But Move played trash. Move did not play well, Tate. He did not play well. Jonnu didn't play well because he had a fumble. Now, Washington was out there blocking, and he should have had a touchdown unless he got PI. So to be fair, I'm gonna give him a C, C-. C-.
I can live with that. I mean, I give him a C. I mean, I'm not too much a fan of the minus in because that means you really want to give him a D somewhere where you go minus. So
I do.
I'm just gonna give him a solid.
That's facts. C. I do. I like flagging them, dog. There's something in my soul, man. I just like giving them Fs. I give him a C-. C-.
You one of them teachers. You know, we had them before. Mm-hmm. The tough teachers to grade. You remember Mr. Roofner? You had Mr. Roofner before? Yeah.
Flag City, baby. Flag. He F'd me a few times. He F'd me a few times.
Last but not least, on the offensive side of the ball, the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, Big G. What you looking like for him?
B without maybe a B- without watching the film. He was patting the ball a couple of times, but dog, he was out there getting killed, dog. I mean, it really wasn't on him, bro. He was out there getting killed, man. They was lifting Aaron Rodgers up off the ground several times. He was out there getting killed. So I give him a B-.
Yeah, I give him a C+. How about that?
That's fair.
I mean, I think it's more. He didn't play. He threw 2 tubs. I mean, but you know, I feel like, and he didn't have time. So I mean, it's this the entire offense when you really think about it. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I do give him just a C+. I mean, he got out of the stadium with the victory. To me, the only unit that deserves a failing grade, which I gave him a D-, was offensive line. Everybody else is passable.
GTFOH, dog. Suck. They suck. They suck, man.
Let's transition over to the defense. So you go ahead. Which position group you want to start with, and I'll just follow suit off what you
D-line.
D-line.
Yep, D-line.
The D-line, as far as my grade, I thought they played well for the most part. They held up against the run better than they have the previous 2 games.
Sure did.
And I think that's going to start to look better also.
Sure did.
Cam Hayward played a hell of a game. He played all-pro Cam today.
Sure did.
All-pro Cam.
Derek
Harmon had a sack in his first game ever as a professional.
Sure did. Yep.
I thought, you know.
Black was out there balling too. Black was balling too, Tate. Black, yeah.
I was going to get to him. He was balling. He was moving the pocket, you know, getting push up the middle. I think that's a huge factor. Ben, he was out there. I'm not saying good or bad. He just was rotation piece today, definitely. Mm-hmm. And not a huge negative. Aquale played well.
He did. That's facts.
I like the way Aquale played. I could tell
that's facts too.
I could tell that your boy Quiet Water wasn't on the field.
Oh,
I could tell we saw less of Logan Lee, and all that's because of Harmon coming back and being part of the rotation. And now you're not going down a level in the players you need to play. You know what I mean?
We saw left of Keanu Benton too, bro. Keanu Benton was getting his ass rotated out of there, and I like I keep rotating his ass out of there. Get him off that nose tackle, bro. 5 technique or you don't play. You're not a nose. You're 305 pounds. You got blown up again today. Blown up again.
Yeah, it didn't show up as much today like it did when he was getting totally blown up. And maybe that's because he wasn't taking all the reps. He wasn't as tired as he had been previously because Black played more, because Equale played more. I mean, we've seen more guys in part of the rotation this week.
They were talking about Marvin Leal. Marvin Leal was in on the outside linebacker position, bro. We're going to get to that. Leal actually played a very good game, to be honest.
He didn't stand out for anything negative. I saw 98 out there thinking, like, who is 98? Thinking Vince. When I said, I had to say to myself, the Marvin Leal came back. That's 98. Yeah.
Marvin Leal played a good game, Tate. So we're going to go to the edge rushers then. Let's go to the edges. What you give them for a grade?
What was your grade for the D-line? I said I give him a B+.
Me too. The same grade. We got the same grade.
You say that the edge.
Well,
you saying the edge is next?
The edge is next. Yeah, the edge.
As far as the edge goes, man, I give him an A.
Yeah.
I mean, TJ Watt was back there all day. Herbig was back there.
Yep.
I felt like Jack Sawyer played decent against the run.
Yep.
I mean, and they was getting pressure.
Leal.
Yeah, Leal played good against the run too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so we just missing Highsmith, and then Leal will probably be going again. But they played well. I'm giving them guys an A.
The only reason why I'm not gonna give them I'm gonna give them an A- is because on one of those sets when Hunter Henry scored, not when it was on Peyton Wilson, but when on I don't know if it was if he got the other touchdown, but he hit us for a big play. They was in cover 2, and it was called cover 2 drop. For you guys that don't know what defense that is, that's when they show blitz and the edge stands up and drops, and they got tore out the frame. I saw that with because I stopped it and rewound it. I was like, what the hell? And I was like, oh, they was in cover 2, like looking like a blitz, and they got killed. So, but the rest of the film that I saw, man, just, because like I said, I don't watch the game like I used to watch the game. I watch the game watching positions and seeing how they play. But the edges play defense. We got some sacks. TJ Watt played the best game he played in, a whole year.
About the last 6 or 7 games, yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time TJ Watt didn't play well, so I'll give him an A-, Tate, A-.
And that fourth down that Drake May got, that TJ got held on that too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was horrible. That was, and it was blatant. He had him by the chokehold. It was blatant. Blatant.
Right. He was trying to snatch TJ chains.
Yeah, he was trying to snatch more than that. He was trying to grab him by the throat.
So yeah, I said A.
Like this.
You said A-. All right. Mm-hmm. So the next group is who?
The inside linebackers. C-.
I'm gonna give them a B-. Give them a B-.
Hey.
I mean, I don't want to. I give him a C+ there. I give him a C+. I give him a C+. I thought Patrick Queen played good. Peyton Wilson got a fumble recovery. Cole Holcomb caused a fumble. I mean, those guys were out there. I mean, and again, getting better. I mean, we learned something. We learned that, okay, maybe Peyton Wilson not ready for 4 downs, so we put in Holcomb. And then when we get Harrison back, that's just another option, even a bigger thumper than what Holcomb can be. And when the boy Bentley get playing, it's gonna look different.
Yeah.
But for today, I give them a C+.
I just think that the defense, like the Patriots figured out how to attack the Steelers. Short crossers with the tight ends, and Hunter Henry killed us. I mean, if they take Hunter Henry away, the Patriots didn't do nothing all game. They did not do anything. But Hunter Henry had our lunch. So I got to give him a C minus, dog. I damn near want to give him a D plus. I got to go back and watch the film. They had some splash plays that might grade him up higher, but yeah, the Hunter Henry was killing us, dog. He was killing us. So that's why I give him a lower grade. Said inside linebacker wasn't good. That's facts, Dwayne. That's facts. That's not diabolical. That's facts.
But some of that I think is safety play also. When we see Deshaun Elliott get out there, that's going to look different too.
Oh yeah.
I think Deshaun Elliott and Peppers is going when everybody's healthy and you got Deshaun Elliott and Peppers back there and not Thornhill and I like Chuck Clark, but Chuck Clark is not. He dropped interception right in his hand. You know what I mean? And Peppers caused the fumble too. So I think that's we can't grade them together. But when we get healthy in the middle, because we talking about the middle, right? When we get Elliott back and the rotation, you phase either Thornhill or Chuck Clark out because you got Elliott, you got Peppers, and you got Ramsey. You got three versatile pieces back there that they can interchange.
Facts. That is facts.
With JPJ and Slay. So when that gets healthy and they get more snaps together, like they doing game by game, we get more snaps together, that's gonna get better. But yeah, so the inside linebackers were getting beat in coverage, but that one was just a bust.
Yeah.
That second touchdown Henry was a bust.
Yeah.
And to me, that first one was just a really good play call. It's a good play call.
That's some film study.
Like a bootleg and Hunter Henry blocked TJ Watt and then let off and went to the end zone. Drake
delay route. Delay route to the outside. Play action, delay route. Play action, delay. They saw that on film. Yeah, they saw that on film. They saw the overextension of the outside linebackers not playing technique because that's how Peyton Wilson got beat against Seattle. So they were like, okay, we're going to come back to it. We're going to run action off of it. Motion action. That
was what he did. Peyton Wilson did on that fourth down play, or that play where Queen should have sacked Sam Darnold. Peyton Wilson came off his tight end, running up on the quarterback like he did today.
Yep. Yeah. That's film study.
Or that might even have been Holcomb, though.
No, that was Wilson. That was Wilson. There was film study. They saw that when they line up in that 3-4 stack to the outside and shaded, they ran motion across. The safety didn't move, so they knew they were in zone. So off of that, they ran hard play action and ran a delay route to the out because they knew that the outside linebacker was going to try to force his way up the field. Lack of discipline. And it was 41. So that was film study, bro. That was film study. If Ronald Blake says are back playing, somebody, somebody gonna be gone.
It's gonna be Bruner going to the practice squad. I'll tell you who it's gonna be.
Yep. Agreed. Now safety, Tate. Let's go safety.
Okay.
Jalen plays safety the majority of the snaps today, too, by the way. Jalen Ramsey plays safety the majority of the snaps today.
Why did I see Chuck Clark in 22 out there? 22 is Thornhill.
Bro, he was playing
that first touchdown. That second touchdown to Henry, he was out there somewhere in the middle messing up too.
Yeah. Chuck Clark dropped 2 picks. Legitimately dropped 2 picks.
Clark did. Yeah. Bigfoot Bob said that. He did.
Yeah, legitimately. Ramsey played safety, though.
That second one was a tough one. It was on low. I mean, but that first one should have had easy. We might even been talking house call off of it. But yeah, I mean, so the safeties, I give them just a C, a passing grade. Well, I'm gonna give him a C plus because Jabril Peppers played good and he caused the fumble.
Yeah, I would give him an upswing grade. C plus, upswing. I damn near want to give him a B minus. I got to go back and watch the tape, but I give him an upswing grade because, like I said, Jalen was playing more safety because Eccles and Slay was playing corners, and trash ass James Pierre. Oh, I was pissed off when I saw 42 on the field, Tate. Oh, I was mad as hell. I said, what the hell is he doing out there? But yeah, Peppers was out there playing. Peppers was playing more safety than corner, bro. He played more safety. All right, okay. Corners.
Well, they didn't really do anything special. I mean, they were part of the coverage. I mean, Slay got a fumble recovery.
Yep. Eccles played a good game, Tate.
Eccles played a good game. Yeah, just the turnovers that they capitalize on. I'm gonna give them boys a B. I'm gonna give them a B.
Yeah.
I
Yep,
mean,
me
Big
too.
Pierre out there being trash. We expect that like I said, when that's Eccles out there instead of Pierre because JPJ is starting and you got a healthy Elliott, it's gonna look way different, man. That thing gonna look different. Trust me.
Yeah.
But yeah, how it went today, I'm gonna give them a B, secondary B.
I want to give the defensive back coach an F for putting 42 out on the damn field during the game. I don't give a damn. You go get somebody off the practice squad before you put 42 in the game. He horrible. They circled his ass. What you said, bro?
They should have brought Beanie up, but
should have brought him up. They circled 42 on. They circled him. They was like, go get 42. 42 garbage. And sure enough, like I said, he should never get no tick ever again in life, ever. He sucks.
But the thing is, he on the squad. He got a helmet because he's special teams, though.
Because Tom would be loving on him. That's why.
And he had to go in. You ain't seen Skoranek on the field playing receiver, but he on the team because he's special teams. I bet Connor Haywood, he didn't see no officers. I said, why we complain about the fourth tight end? Well, we didn't see it today, so ain't nothing to complain about. You didn't see 83. I bet he's out there special teams, though.
I saw 42, though. I saw 42 on defense, and they got a touchdown when 42 was out there.
Because of the injuries, he had to play. If Moof get hurt, can you go see Connor Hayward out there?
But bro, they was in dime. They was in dime. What the hell they doing in dime? They was in cover 3 dime. What the hell? What the hell? Never do I run cover 3 dime when I know I got to put 42 on the field. Hell no. Hell no.
So we'll see. But with that being said, man, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Be sure to tap in an hour and 7 or 5 minutes from now. We're going to be on the Know-It-Alls. Myself, Big G, and Mod. Though Mod probably won't be too focused. He'll be watching this Cowboys take on the Bears. They're playing right now.
Wait. You know that's going to cause a lot of hell in my household.
So, Big G, go ahead and – oh, because why?
Because one daughter is a Bears fan, and my other daughter is a Cowboy fan because of their dudes. They betrayed the sacred trust, dog. You know how you got the circle of trust, and meet the Fockers, and he drew the circle. They ass over here when it comes to football Sundays, dog. So I help. I wish they finish in a tie, just because I can't stand the Cowboys and the big trash Bears. Get them both out of here. But they out of the circle of trust, dog. They get no still. The only one that's faithful is my oldest daughter, dog. She faithful. She faithful. She loyal, man. Her and the wife, the wife and the oldest daughter, they faithful and loyal, dog. Get the rest of them bums out of here. I wish nothing but bad things happen to nothing but the Bears and the big trash Cowboys. Get them out. Get them out, man.
All right, man. Well, we're gonna go get out of here. Well, before we go, Big G, go ahead and tell them.
Oh yeah. For listen. Continue to help us grow and support our channel. We are now eligible for the super chats jumping off on the Know-It-Alls podcast. Make sure you subscribe, like, and follow us on the Know-It-Alls channel and support us, man. They'll be wide open because our goal is not just the 1K. Now we're trying to get to the 5K and the 10K, but we can't spread the message, the view, or the podcast without you guys' help. So continue to help us grow. Check us out in about an hour for the Know-It-Alls podcast. We're going to have some game reviews. We're going to still talk Steelers talk. We'll talk some other things, too, concerning all the scores that happened today. But make sure you subscribe to the Know-It-Alls channel because that's where you can do what you do all day, and especially by supporting the channel. Here in a minute, we're going to have special custom emojis. One will be probably in the $1.99. The other one will be in the $4.99. And we're going to have backstage content that's only going to be for memberships. So we appreciate all you guys' support. Thank you again for helping us reach our goal. And today's the big time giveaway show. So we're going to give away a jersey, probably a $25 certificate, something like that. We're going to do something big on the show today, man. Mute.
Man, let me find myself, man.
Yeah. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the change.
I appreciate everybody watching, man. Like I said, in an hour, KnoItAllz Steelers come away with the victory today up in Foxborough, I believe, first time since 2008, the year they won the Super Bowl.
Yep. That's been that long.
Got a W up there. So, yeah. Here we go, Steelers. Let's go.
Well, I'll let y'all.
Let's go.
Mamba out.